What's up guys, Codex and Candle here with another video of Baldur's Gate 3. We are doing a Dark Urge Paladin playthrough, and with no further ado, I'm just going to jump straight into the story. We've found ourselves stranded on a beach somewhere on the Sword Coast, and we've escaped a nautiloid. And all we know is we have a parasite in our brain. We don't know what to do with it. So one of the first things I kind of want to do is I want to read one of my items. I want to read the Paladin Oath and their tenets. So I am a Oath of Devotion Paladin, so I have specific tenets that I have to kind of roleplay as I play along. Otherwise I will break my oath and lose my ability to channel divinity, which I have one channel oath charge. I get to channel that divinity, and I can also lay on hands. So I have certain powers and abilities. But then again, there's a benefit to breaking oath. But I want to uphold the oath, however difficult that might be. So a book setting out in terms as solid as concrete the many oaths and tenets of paladins that paladins hold. So let's read it. So I'm gonna go straight to the Oath of Devotion. I'm gonna skip the other oaths. This old weary tome is penned in the heavy hand of a dutiful soul. You have sworn an oath, Paladin, a promise, to uphold your tenets at any time and at any cost. It is a weighty destiny, but it is one your beleaguered shoulders must bear, lest you falter and warp into a most avarice being indeed. Definitely don't want to be greedy. I already have the dark urge, this kind of insatiable bloodlust that I don't know the origin of, nor why I feel it, but I can't want to satisfy it. But my oath stands athwart that urge, and so I'm internally torn between two extreme desires. Remember your tenets, Paladin. Remember your purpose. Remember your promise. And I have made an oath of devotion. Let me just double check that. Yes, oath of devotion. You wipe away the languished tear curling an unfortunate cheek. You hold them, whispering words of comfort, and stand your steadfast self before their tormentors. For the weak to grow strong, Paladin, they must first behold a paragon of loyalty, of strength, you. So we're here to nurture, to comfort, to be loyal. And I like to pretend that my tiefling paladin, somewhere in the past, was the opposite of this, was disloyal, was not comforting, but a bringer, a harbinger of discomfort and pain. Maybe living out that bloodlust. So, but I'm trying to turn a new page. Okay, and if you go on my character, you could find the tenets that I have to follow. I have to be courageous. I have to be compassionate, dutiful. Otherwise I will forsake my oath. Okay, I got some gold.
You drink in the pungent corpse. Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty, but something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face.
That that's not good. To think that a corpse has such a strong sway over my imagination. It's a hint to where I come from, even though I can't remember it. I don't know where I come from. I don't know what I've done in the past. All I know is that at some point in the distant past, I made a choice to abandon my evil deeds. Let's try to remember, even though I know I have a -1 for intelligence, but you never know, the dice. Try to remember. Let's see, and this should be doable. Fingers crossed. And I really wanted to know that, but you know what it is? That's the fun of Baldur's Gate. It's not all in our control.
You see flashes of flesh, all lumped together in a mass grave. No single image sticks out. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
That's disgusting. Maybe I was a mass murderer, and I've turned a new leaf. Question for the viewer. Do you believe that someone who's done really unspeakable evil, do they deserve a second chance? Are they capable of repentance? Is it possible for such a one to turn a new leaf, to truly change? Are we capable of change? I don't know. Okay. There's Shadowheart. And that strange device that she has. reach for the artifact. I feel like that's not very loyal. I'm stealing. It's not. I feel like that's not right. I should wake her. Because I'm curious. I'm concerned for her well-being. And as I shake her rather harshly.
You're alive. I'm alive.
Well spotted.
How is this possible?
Well, I thought you would know. Yeah, I was hoping you might know.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
That's about as much as I can remember, too. What happened to our Gith friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend.
What?
Looks like
I
she
thought you
ran
were
off purpose.
Biffs. We should look for her.
You're more concerned for her than she is for you, clearly. We need to take care of ourselves. First
Well,
things
we also
first.
need to care for
We need
others.
supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer.
Can't argue with
We
that.
might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Okay. Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing
Can't
with
think
you.
of better company.
Indeed. Okay.
One thing,
Let's go.
just before we go,
Daughter of
I
Darkness.
wanted to thank you again.
I mean, I guess we're kindred
freeing
spirits,
me.
aren't we?
It
Suppose
would
I'm a
have
son
been all
of
too easy
darkness.
for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that.
I mean, that's a contradiction in
Lead the way.
character, isn't it? She said she will remember the fact that I so willing to stop what I was doing for her betterment. Yet, she wants to leave Lae'zel in the mud because of her hate of the Gith. Okay. And we've got our level up already. Health increase. We get level 1 spells unlocked. We have Divine Smite, gotta love that. And some extra spells. Okay. Fighting style. Adopt a particular style of fighting as your specialty. I think I want to do great weapon fighting. Okay. Prepared spells. We have Command, Compelled Duel, Cure Wounds, Wrathful Smite. I think I'm gonna try to curry Divine Favor, both role-playingly and also because I want the 1 to 4 radiant damage, though that does require concentration. And then Bless is always good. I think instead of Compelled Duel, I'll do Bless, so that I can buff my peeps. Okie dokie. Alright, fantastic. We've got a level up Shart as well. That sounds so horrid. Okie dokie. Prepared spells. Which one's... I guess I'm not really upset with anything she has. I'm good with everything, okay. Fantastic. Then we're on our way. Now, a viewer of mine mentioned that at this point I should maybe do a long rest, but the thing is I don't really have much in the realm of food. Yeah, I have one, so I think while I want to take their advice into account, I think we should just explore a bit. Now, I am a massive looter. Yeah, you can hit the tab button. No, not that. The alt button? Yeah, there we go. The alt button to highlight everything. A healing potion.
Anything of use?
Lots of things, actually. Including this old floppy hat. Whacked around more often than a clown in a tragedy. Just love that. I'm a collector in Baldur's Gate. I absolutely unlocked the suspension of Murgrass.
What's hiding here?
Good question. Ooh, a perfume letter. Still legible in spite of water stains and smeared ink. Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again, and keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you carry. We'll do without the rest. Don't be late. You know, Baldur's Gate 3, in some sense, has this kind of like after-the-fact sorrow, or the ability to induce that sorrow, that I always feel when playing from software games like Dark Souls, and the item descriptions. Got some fish. The shanties of the queen.
There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Probably. It's a good guess. We'll read this later. Let's pick up. We'll add it to our wares. We got some good stuff. Oh, we'll just take all. You never know what you might need. In Baldur's Gate. You know, let's see. Items. Where's my water? Okay. Because I wanna. Maybe I could get that intellect devoured. Maybe he has the brain. And he doesn't. All for nothing. The water's gone. And we're in a combat situation. And they all had more initiative than us, which is sad to say the least. But that's okay. We'll make swift...
Vicious filth. Best keep some distance or this'll be a short fight.
Yeah. So it's one spell slot, and we have 3. Well, I'm just gonna do it. 90 with disadvantage. Why is that with disadvantage? I don't know why I had disadvantage against him, but so be it. And we're gonna also... Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna move away.
On my way.
We gotta get Shadowheart some ranged weapon.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
It's gonna be worth the cost. And Celestials, Fiends, and Undead. What is this? An aberration. And the luck is there. So I may not have the luck of the dice, but those dice helped. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think we're just gonna attack. For a measly 4. Not really worth much.
I won't give in.
There we go. We're not standing on the fire anymore. We saw 15 out of 18. Is there anything really? Nah. Maybe I could, fail. Fail, fail, fail. Okay. Ooh, that hurt.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
You know, I know. No brain. No brain. And no brain, for the love of God. Okay, how do we do long rest in this configuration? We got toggle, group mode, party view, hang map, photo mode, journal. How do you... Oh, here we go. Camp and resting menu. Long rest, short rest, go to camp. Let's go to camp. Who knows what might happen? Sure camp. Okay, yeah. Let's end the day. Yeah. It's just me and Shadowheart. And I've got some items in the chest. And Shadowheart has something to say.
What's in here?
Drake General die. Huh. Okay. Dye created by Imperial Dye Master Sigurd and his apprentice, Aurora, for those who wish to stride valiantly into a world rife with adventure. Okay, cool.
You strike me as the reliable sort. But are you sure this is a good idea?
Sure, what is a good
There are
idea?
lit fuses in our heads. Sooner or later, they're going to blow.
The game is like, don't do
Each
this.
hour that passes, the thing inside us grows. We need to find a healer. Let's wake up at first light.
Yeah, I feel like rushing is definitely not a good move.
That sort of danger I'm fine with. I can
This
fight
seems
it.
rather rash.
Rest well. We'll need our strength.
We will. Yeah, the game is like berating me for my choice to go to do a long rest. I could have easily done a short rest, but I'm curious if there's any peculiar sort of auto select. Yeah, why is that selected? I just need one. I love the camp supply pack. I love the descriptions of these items. A collection of cured meats, dried fruits, kindling, and anything else necessary to survive life on the road. Everything down to the flint smells distinctly of smoked ham. Sounds fantastic and a bit stinky.
As you writhe with sickly dreams, a deep dread floods you. Though you have a tadpole, you know your broken mind is not like the others who bear the worm. A
Got
few
baggage.
scraps of the past come back to you now and then, but you can never quite tell where the knowledge comes from. Inexplicable, violent yearnings overwhelm all other thoughts. Who could you possibly be to be their vessel?
The answer is indeed bleak. You were once someone awful.
Once. But now,
Tis a
you
question.
recall waking up, hearing the pounding war drum of blood.
Look at
How
that
much you
smile.
treasured the sight of the first corpse you touched.
Swear to resist these sick urges. Why are these memories beautiful? Like, I want to click that, but I'm like, I'm gonna resist the urges.
There must be a way through this red fog.
If there is not a way, we will force a
As
way.
you fall asleep, you are a shivering and shaking mess. Blood, 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 blood.
Jeez. The stuff of dreams or the stuff of nightmares? Okay, that was worth it. I'm not sure if we would have gotten that. The urge. Okay. Alrighty. So we're healed, ready to go. Journal. Where's journal? So we have a few things. We've got to find a cure, figure out a way to cure ourselves, and follow your dreams. I dreamt of a dead world, lakes of gall, pulsating heaps of expired flesh. You're the only living being. When the red sun burns out, you drive the last dagger through your heart. Jeez. Be yourself, think dirty thoughts. I think we're gonna try to resist. You fight it. The game is tempting me to just let it all come in. Okay, about Shadowheart. Fantastic. Okay, let's leave the camp. Let's explore a little and find our way around. There's a dead nobleman. How they ended up on the... We got a lot of cool stuff. Okay. Wizard's Bane oil. Coat your weapon in the oil. Its target receives a -3 penalty against spell attack rolls and spell save difficulty checks, and disadvantage on saving throws. So it's like if you want to kill a wizard, this is not a bad idea. Ooh, a void bulb. Fantastic. Now if I take these and I go to items, do they automatically? They do. Okay. Is there a way to... Okay. So I can increase the rows or decrease. I think we'll keep it like this for now. Okay.
Onward. Ever
I thought that was a
onward.
person screaming. I was like, goodness gracious.
Time to press ahead.
Hello, who are you?
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Where?
There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
I sense there's some kind of wail in his voice where he's not being completely forthcoming with me. So I'm going to tell him, to see if he's being altogether honest, kill it yourself.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
I am a kind soul, but I just don't trust you, and for good reason, it seems. So we've got +1, but +3 for strength. Will the dice be nice to me? It will be. I've had really poor luck with the dice in this playthrough so far.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod.
You're lucky you got off
What
alive,
did
sir.
you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Put the knife away, and maybe
You'll
we can talk.
I can... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things, somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
I think since we are trying to turn a new leaf, we've done horrid things in the past, and thus we seek mercy from the god that we follow, which is, I believe we're followers of Ilmater, the god of helping others and of self-sacrifice. I think since we are so receptive to mercy, we should give mercy. So apology accepted. I might have done the same.
A kindred spirit.
Kindred in many ways.
My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. My, you've been busy.
Suppose I'll be rather forthcoming.
Did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship? Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. Well, yes, of course.
Control it?
But first things first.
Yeah, I mean, definitely come
You
with me.
know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe
The
sticking
more
with
the
the
merrier.
herd isn't such a bad idea.
No, and
And
you're probably
anyone
used
that
to
can
it.
crash a mind
No
flayer
spoilers here,
ship and
folks.
walk away seems like a good person to know.
The
All right.
smile again.
I accept. Lead on.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
My goodness, it's like we can't even help the fact
Well,
that
hello.
we have these deep, sick, I don't know, twisted desires, and they just come upon us. These mental images from years, surely, pursuing those desires. Even though we seek to rid ourselves of them, habits once made are hard to undo. And so are manners of thinking, ways of fantasizing. Okay. And... Alright, so three's company.
Time to rest.
Let's just
Never
pursue
wanted
a little
easy
bit longer.
path.
Let's see if there's anyone else we could add to our band of misfits.
A mind flayer. And it's hurt.
Aha.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. compassion. You can't move, can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for
Mind
you.
flayers are absolutely
It will
horrifying.
be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
I don't think I want to risk it. Taking advantage of the
The
lab's break
monster
free.
lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
I love the poetry in the lines. Leave it to die slowly or close its eyes forever. I feel like the rage we feel as the dirge, as the dark urge, and also like the honestly understandable hatred of the gay, as Lisa likes to say, would want us to let it die slowly, but I think we should just... Our mercy overrides that, and we stomp them out of existence. That was satisfying. Haunted one to sleep,
Monster.
perchance to dream,
Death is too
tentacled
good for it.
dreams. And we got inspiration, which is beneficial for when we want to re-roll a dice that we lost miserably. You can have 4, I believe it's 4 inspiration at a time.
You have a manner of
I didn't mean to click on you,
irresistible desperation about you.
but that's definitely true.
I like
And
it.
of course you like it. Astarion is pure chaos. Not pure chaos. We got some cool things. Let's see. Is there anything of note in here? We do tab. You can see all 3 at the same time, which is really cool. We can do spellbooks at the same time, and I think now that we have our friend though, we go further. Over here, or somewhere over here, it was right here. We had a box that I wanted to unlock. I think we're gonna go back to the way we came and unlock that box.
Easy.
Astarion has some of the best proficiency bonuses when it comes to sleight of hand, being able to unlock things and, you know, remove traps. And if you add a bonus, I can add guidance from Shadowheart, but and it doesn't really require anything. It doesn't require any. It's just an action, but I don't need it. This one I'm definitely gonna get. Numerically, it's impossible unless I get a nat 1, which I did. I think he deserves the spoils. Okay. I'm gonna give him the helmet. I'm gonna... because it looks horrendous. Okay.
Where
Let's go
am
back
I?
to our leader.
What's going on?
I don't happen to have potion that allows me to speak
Can't
to
slow
animals. It's a very scared boar over here. I'd be scared too if I was an animal and I saw a nautiloid flying through the skies. And... yeah, why'd I expect anything else? I'm curious. I don't have really a... Let's use Shadowheart. Let's try to get this and calm this animal. And we got it, even without her.
The boar grunts and
And she
eyes you
approves.
warily with its beady eyes.
So I calmed him a little bit.
The boar shuffles its trotters, unsure. Then it dashes away and
Okay. That was an interesting experience. It was merciful. I don't know why it stopped so fast. That's okay. It's just an example of me trying to roleplay my mercy. I really want this character to be incredibly loyal and merciful. Ooh, what is this?
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Unstable somehow.
you approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touching the sigil sounds like a bad idea, but I feel like I should. Yeah, bad idea. Did not expect that.
A hand? Anyone?
Ah, Gale. Ignore the urge to maim. Grab the hand and pull. Fantasize about hacking off the hand. Slap the hand. Who are you? Maybe that's a question for after. I think we're going to do the strength. We're not going to leave him to his fate. And we need Shadowheart because we don't want it to go bad. You never know. And we didn't need either strength or Shadowheart. We've got a bit of luck on our side. Which is good.
That's it.
Pull!
Keep pulling.
And like the two people who are with me are like, yeah, we'll just watch. We'll just watch. We're not going to help him save this dude's life. Nice earrings.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
He's just like, hello. Like, I just almost died, but hello. And no need to apologize. It's my job to right the wrongs that I've done in the past.
And a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise, you seem overeager.
Don't I? In a manner of speaking, you were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I just want to know how you ended up in
this. The
this.
ship broke into pieces, and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
I took the control of the ship, landed it safely, and saved the day. Yeah, that's not what happened. I don't know.
Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
Couldn't have faced it more repellently myself. Phrase it, not
No
faced
use
it.
sugarcoating it, is there?
No.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
For sure,
You
while
seem
we
to
were a
know
mass
enough about our
murderer,
condition to
we
realise
were
it's
needling
beyond most
away.
cleric skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Yeah, humility is definitely the route that I'm going to roleplay this character, especially given the fact that when you do great evil and then repent of your ways and try to be better, that often creates a rather humble character where you recognize your inward kind of shortcoming, but you want to supersede it, to surpass it, and it creates a basic humility, a recognition of your default character being less than savory. So yeah, I'm going to answer using my Paladin option. I'm really rather basic in my own abilities to heal.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect.
Or doubled.
But before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Alright folks, I think that's where we will end this video. If you are still with me after this period, I appreciate you for accompanying me on today's Sword Coast adventure. I am Codex and Candle. If you like this content, please follow. No, that's not how you say it, is it? Like, comment, and if you really want to join us through this Swordcast adventure, or if you like World of Warcraft, we're doing a Blood Elf playthrough as we ramp up for WoW Midnight. If any of that sounds cool to you, if you like this laid-back sort of, I don't know, couch co-op-y style of commentary, feel free to support us by subscribing. It's been a pleasure, and I bid you adieu.